bensound.com. 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 bensound.com.
Thought about that. Could do a flag animation. That'd be kind of cool. Well, now I know what I need to work on.
bensound.com. bensound.com. bensound.com.
Alright, what's up, everybody? I got Aaron, our tech specialist, on Discord with me so we can go over this.
Tech specialist. I don't know if I like that term or not.
Well, you're going to have to live with it.
Sets people's expectations too low.
Well,
I'm a tech wizard.
yeah. All right. Let's not get ahead of yourself here. Let's see. So audio and everything coming in pretty clear, I assume. Yeah, it looks like everything's pretty good on my end. Let me pull up my notes here. Alright, so we got a couple things to go over. Hope you all can read this pretty well. I'm just going to go ahead and yeah, I don't know about that. He's a tech guy. I'm going to I'm going to mute my camera because I'm not important. This shit is. All right. So one thing that we're going to discuss real quick is that so we were going to do the anniversary event tomorrow, but it looks like the weather is not going to want to cooperate because even still as of now, let me just go ahead and bring it up real quick. Tomorrow looks like it's supposed to rain all day long. And if it's raining all day long, that means we cannot cook out. So we'll still have an open play, but we'll hold off on doing the anniversary event with the free meal and everything till the next open play, which will be, I think it's on the 15th.
I think you might be
Unfortunate.
17th.
Very unfortunate because we were really looking forward to this. We had some cool
15th,
stuff set up, but we'll get to that because we'll let you guys know what's going on with the night ops and stuff like that. So it's gonna be much cooler. First off, I guess we'll go ahead and we'll start talking about Nighthawk. So basically, what we're looking for is anywhere from up. We're going to of course scale it to based on how many people come out to play it. It says 1 in 5 p.m. are chances for you, Ronan. I'm showing on mine it's all day long. Let's see here for Springfield tomorrow. Yeah, it's 40% from like 7 a.m. up to 6 a.m. Yeah. Oh, and it gets up to 70%. So like, I know it doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna rain in our specific area, but I don't think that's very good. The audio is set to it is only set to mono. Give me 1 second. All right, that should fix it there. There it is. Yeah. So basically, what we're looking for, we're gonna put a cap on it of 40 players, I think, for right now. And so we'll have a team of 15 to 20 op 4 defenders, and then 20 to 25 fighters, attackers. So basically, what will happen is we'll give you a briefing back in District 7 about the event, what's going to happen, all this good stuff. To make sure it's fresh in everybody's mind, what the intent is of this mission stuff. So basically, what will happen is in Dead Man's Land, there is the building complex, and then there is a satellite dish, a large one. The objective is going to be that you first have to capture both those areas. There will be some intel. I can say, is the video fuzzy for anybody, or is it good? All right. It looks good.
It looks fine to me when I'm looking at it. So
yeah, I was watching it as well, and it was showing up all fuzzy. But that's because
it's not saying much, though. You know how my internet is.
Yeah, I had it set for I guess 720p. for playback for some reason. But anyhow, so you'll go and you'll acquire both these locations, and inside one of the locations will have some intel, and inside that intel, you'll be able to see like what's going on with the event, because the overall objective or mission of this is that you're supposed to capture the scientists creating this deadly chemical and all that good stuff. Okay, so you'll have to go to the area because you don't know where the scientist is located or any of the other stuff that's happening. So what's going to happen is you have to capture not only the scientists, but you also have to rescue a couple hostages and blow up the facility in which the scientist is working in. And we do have some explosives for that. So there'll be some file with some paperwork information in there that will have the identities of the two hostages that you're going to try to rescue. There is a program that you will have to run. We will have a computer there. Let me log it. I'll show you guys basically what the program is going to look like. Pretty cool. It's interactive, so there'll be a laptop in the room, and you'll have to enter in the information of the subjects, and it will give you some information back, and then you do with it as you please. That'll help you proceed further on, but you have to capture the satellite tower before you can proceed forward with this program. If you give me a minute, I'm logging in here. Let's see here. As it's logging in, it's taking its sweet time.
It'll definitely make like a lot more visual sense when you guys are out there too, experiencing it.
Yeah, because there'll be a poster board up there and stuff, and it'll have some information, because trying to create some immersion and all that good stuff. And when you see it, there'll be post-it notes on there, and so you got to kind of figure it out a little bit. We're not going to spoon feed you everything, so just to make it a little bit more fun, a little more immersion, stuff like that. Because if you wanted to, never mind. So let's see here. Okay, it's coming up. Orange. Open this up. Okay. So now, what we've got here is just a little Linux script that I created. So on this piece of paper, it'll have some information because you're going to have to log into the laptop so that as smart as this guy is, he's an idiot because he can never remember his passwords and stuff. So there'll be like a password username written down somewhere that you got to find, and then you can log in. And when you log in, there'll be some instructions because he's also another idiot in this aspect that he can't remember how to do certain things, or he has to do it so infrequently or whatever that he writes the stuff down. So basically what'll happen is you'll have to type in /prodata.sh, and this will kick off this script. It says, who would you like profile data on? Enter last name, first name. So you're going to do the last name, and I have to look this up because it is such a crappy name that somebody picked on our team.
It was not me. It was not me.
Savoyski. And his first name is Yuri. And it's going to go through testing a connection. I'm definitely not upset. And then it's going to say online test successful, and then it's going to say that there was an update for that profile found. It's going to fake download some data and say it's complete, and then it's going to post. This is just a generic form right now. It's not complete. I was going to complete it today, but since we're postponing it, I'm going to add some more stuff to this. So it just posts some of his information. There's a location section there with his name and phone number, stuff like that, and an email address, etc. So we'll get all that stuff kind of populated, and then you'll also be able to enter in some of the other you feel attacked. Nah, Trippy, you did good, man. I was just joking about it. But then you'll be able to enter in, you'll be able to run it again and do the other. Stop writing your passwords down. You'll be able to run this again, enter in the other character's information, get some more data from there, and then hopefully once you got all three of it, you can put the puzzle together and then go off and do the next task. So should be fun, should be cool, something a little different. You know, we're always want to try doing little different things here and there. Then basically when you get to Camp Victory, excuse me, when you get to Camp Victory, that's where approximately the hostages will be. There will also be resistance there that you'll come in contact with, and one of the objectives is that you're going to try to kill the Op 4 that's there without setting off any alarms. All right, so that's the key. If you set off the alarms, then reinforcements will come, and that will make it much more difficult for you. You're not going to know where these alarms are or how they go off or anything, so it's more of like a little bit of a stealth mission. So then you're going to go there. We'll have a generator in there with some lights going and stuff, and then you can try to turn the generator off, and that'll help, like in a sense, blind the enemy, because the enemy in the beginning, at least the ones that will be originally there, will not have night vision and stuff, so that means it'll help put it into your favor, stuff like that. But then if you trip an alarm or something while trying to rescue the hostages, then the reinforcements can come in, and potentially they will have night vision. So now everything's just going to get really hard for you. Then you're going to get sent to Ghost Town, because you're going to get some information from the hostages, and they'll let you know that he's in Ghost Town somewhere, and you have to go there, kill everybody, capture him, set up some explosives, and then detonate them, and then you'll exfil to what we call the helipad, and that helipad will be down one of the routes, not necessarily towards Lower Ghost Town, but I think there's another path. I have to double check. It leads off to the left of that, where the little cluster of trees are. So we think it'll be pretty interesting for you guys to experience this. And even though we say the night event will be from 7 to 11, it will be like half hour to an hour before dark until you guys complete the mission. So the next thing, any questions on the Nighthawk event that we're going to be running?
I think we definitely need to probably reiterate its price as well for this first Nighthawk, you think?
Yeah, so since we're going to postpone the anniversary event because of the rain, we're going to do the anniversary event in the next open play, which will be on the 15th. So if you attend the day portion, you get to attend the night game for $7. If you're there specifically only for the night game, then it will be discounted at $20. And then, well, I don't know, going forward, we might just, I don't know, we'll have to discuss it. But then we were kind of planning on the original price being $25, you know, for if you were there specifically just for the night game going forward after that, and probably $15 or $10 or something like that for if you were attending it on top of being there for the day, so that, you know, there's a good discount there for being there all day. And then also, since the anniversary will be pushed back to the 15th, you'll also then get your free meal that day, because like I said, if it's raining all day tomorrow, we won't be able to get the grill out to cook and stuff because we don't have like a shelter to cook under. And there'll probably be a lot of people there for that day.
Yeah, so like, don't feel like you have to come. I mean, come out tomorrow, but like, if you were expecting the Nighthawk, obviously we're not doing that tomorrow. So
Yes. And it was a hard decision to make, and I'm still on the fence, on whether or not we should or should not. But I think it is in the best interest for the customer and stuff, you guys, that we hold off on it until we get better weather, so you can better enjoy it.
yeah, definitely want you guys to enjoy your first Nighthawk at Camp Victory. I know we've ran it before at Battleground when we did all that. So there's a lot more stuff I think we can do with it, and it'll be just more enjoyable and less terrible weather. Potentially terrible weather, I should say.
Yeah, I'm really hoping. I mean, I do hope it does clear up for tomorrow, but at the same time, then I'm gonna be like, damn, we should have just ran it, you know?
Yeah.
Got to send out the little notification. Anyhow, as well. So to move on then to the 5v5 competitions. We've been kind of discussing this for some time, and we think it could be fun because we want people to, you know, work together, create groups, create teams, stuff like that, because it is a lot of fun. And we were kind of thinking we're going to try to run starting next month for 3 months the 5v5 competitions. And so it's going to be free for this year. And there, of course, there won't be any prizes. What's up, Jace? Thanks for coming. The prizes will be based on the amount of attendees that we have. So, if we have only two groups show up, prizes won't be that great. If we have 10 groups show up, they'll be even better. And if we can make it successful at our field, I think we could try to make it successful at other people's fields, because what I would like to be able to do is hold the competition not just at our location, but at other locations as well, as long as the people are willing to travel and stuff. But the minus. So we're thinking about doing best 2 out of 3. So there will be 3 different competitions. One is a team deathmatch, of course, which is an elimination mode, and you only have 10 minutes to complete it. And then whoever's got the most amount of people eliminated in 10 minutes wins. Then we're going to have also a hostage rescue situation. So you got to try to capture the hostage, of course, or were we going to do the kill defenders as well? I thought we were going to not do that.
For the hostage rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna try out a couple different things since this is gonna be our first free one. I think just to get everybody's kind of idea on it. So I don't necessarily have a problem with making it you have to extract the hostage, just because it would eventually just devolve into a TDM at some point anyway.
Yeah, and minus, to answer your question, yes, tomorrow will be just normal price. I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it before. We're not going to do the anniversary tomorrow because of the rain and stuff. We won't be able to get the grill out if it's raining all day to do the cookout and stuff. So we're going to push it to the next weekend on the 15th. That's same with the night game, but you can go back and rewatch the beginning of this stream to get all that information if need be. Let's see here. So, all right. So for right now, we'll have where you got to extract the hostage to your fob, which is your starting location, or kill all the defenders. So there will be defenders and attackers, all that good stuff. You'll have unlimited buddy aids on the attacker side. There will be no going back to respawn. You'll have a 2-minute bleed out. Permadeath if you completely bleed out. Okay, no coming back. A nade hit is a permadeath as well. The defenders of the hostage, they'll get only 1 life. They get 1 buddy aid. They have also a 2-minute bleed out. Permadeath if they bleed out. So like the 1 life is that you get 1 respawn. I should probably rewrite that to respawn. Or doesn't that technically like 2 lives? No. Okay. Yeah. 1. There's no respawns. Okay. A nade hit is a permadeath as well. So we wanted grenades. So it's kind of like, yeah, exactly, Jace. It's kind of like Rainbow Six Siege in a sense. We want because the main thing is like I know that grenades are expensive, and they are a very good turning point in a game as a mechanic, and we wanted them to be valuable in their use. So like if you do kill someone, like they're just dead, but we also have some restrictions and stuff on this. So I'll get to that here in a second. And last game mode will be a bomb defuse. We have 1 bomb defusal mechanism. We got to get another one. But you'll get 1 buddy. Both teams, you get 1 buddy aid, 2-minute bleed out. Permadeath, of course, will bleed out. Nade hits, of course, are a permadeath as well. But you get unlimited respawns. Respawns stop when the bomb is planted for both teams. So if either side plants a bomb, then there is no more respawning at all. This way, it kind of just comes down to crunch time of forcing people to have to either go and disable that bomb or kill all the people that planted the bomb. When the time runs out at the end of the bomb timer, then that's the end of the game. All right, so that's the 3 game modes. What we're going to have is on. So then, what's going to happen is during each open play that we have, the last 2 hours of every open play, or maybe more, we haven't decided yet. Anybody that's entered into the competition, we were going to take them back down to Camp Victory because that's where the events will happen, and we will go over letting you guys practice so that you guys can get the timing down, so you can kind of work with each other on getting your play styles down and all that stuff. We were even thinking about having a couple guys who are or were active SF dudes to kind of teach some of the new guys a little bit about tactics and shit like that. I know some because I was trained on some, but I was not an SF guy, so they're going to know better. I did a little combat back in the day, but I believe some of these guys that I'm talking about know newer stuff, so it'll be more advantageous, and that'll be just like an added perk for you guys. They can come out, help critique or whatever it is. And then, so that means you'll have 2, 4, 5 training days, and then the 6th day will be the competition day. And what'll happen is 2 teams will get pulled, and we'll randomly pick a game mode out of a hat, and that's the game that you guys have to play, and the best one wins. So as far as restrictions and stuff for this game, you're only allowed to have 2 pyro of of any combination. So you can have 2 grenades, 2 smokes, 1 of each, or whatever. Class limits, we're going to have it to where you can have a rifleman. You can have maximum of 2 SMGs per team. You can use shotguns. No modded pistols. So you can have pistols, but they cannot be modified. They cannot use M4 mags or anything like that. Mid caps only. We put on there 2 full auto replicas. Is that I think that's redundant because that's supposed to be for SMGs because we're not allowing LMGs, correct, Aaron?
I think
Oh no, they're allowed to.
We
They're-
were.
Yeah, they're allowed to, but LMGs can't enter into buildings. So there
Right.
could be a tactic to that, because you could shoot down certain lanes, but you're only allowed to have 2 per team. But that means also then, if you have an LMG on your team, you can only have one other SMG on your team. So you could not have like 2 LMGs, 2 SMGs, or whatever. It's a maximum of 2 full autos.
Yeah. Yeah, Jay. So you can have like upgraded internals on your pistol. It's just not like one of those like M4 HPA race guns.
Yeah. We'll have to probably explore it a little bit because full auto shotguns. Give me 1 second on that one. Yeah, we're gonna have to like maybe dial in on some rules for the pistols because like we've never really had to create rules for pistols because it's been pretty blah in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, just no one's done
Right.
anything like super crazy. People have turned pistols into like bigger replicas and stuff, but we just want to make sure it's fair for everybody. That there's not some crazy advantage, and it's not going to end up being just like a pay to win. Just because you bought a bunch of, you're not going to show up in here and have like 400 grenades that just go around tossing them everywhere. Win. We want it to be a bit of skill and teamwork type deal. Full auto shotguns for open plays. I don't know, I guess we have to review that too because I don't see what the issue would be with a full auto shotgun unless it's like a drum mag connected to a shotgun because then it's not actual like shotgun shells that are being used.
Yeah, it's definitely a rule we might have to review, but there's like, to my knowledge, not a whole lot of people that even really run something like that. Aside from the people that I guess have AA12s or something like that, which, funny enough, one of our guys does have an AA12, but
Yeah. And for the competition, we will be supplying the BBs, because you're going to be limited to how many rounds you're allowed to have. We were thinking anywhere from 1,400 to 1,500 rounds per team, with .28 BBs. So this way too, no one's coming in. I guess we don't need to necessarily like have a, well, no, we still need to have the limit of the mags because this way you have to change them out more often and stuff like that. But we didn't want people going in there with their Odins and like reloading on the field and all that stuff. So 14 to 1500 rounds, we might even have to shrink that down because that's a lot of ammo for 1 round. Maybe give them like 500 rounds, something. But
yeah,
we're gonna try
something
some
like that.
stuff. That's why we're making it free, so we can test out some things, get your guys' feedback on what you like, dislike, etc., and go from there. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns about 5v5 stuff? If they do, we'll touch back on it, but we'll keep moving forward. All right, so we got a few things we're going to do for October. We're going to have Oktoberfest, which we just kind of want it to be like a, I don't know, just like any other Oktoberfest, except it'll be alcohol free. So we'll be serving root beer, different food, German food ideas that we can cook on the grill. And also, we would like to do a kit contest, and there will be 3 categories that you can win. So we're going to grade on a German kit, a US kit, and overall best military kit. and you cannot win multiple categories. Okay, so we would like to see people participate in that, and so we can go. First prize will get 5 Enola Gay grenades. Second place will get 2 bottles of BBs, and third place will get a free open play. And we're gonna try a game called Blitzkrieg. There's basically like 4 or 5 points from I believe it's outskirts to Camp Victory, and basically what you'll have to do is one side will have to try to capture all the flags and push you back, push the defenders back into Camp Victory. And then once that's done, we'll rotate it so everybody's got a chance to try it out and all that good stuff. We think that'd be kind of good, and it should be a fast gameplay. I think weren't we talking, Aaron, about like limiting it to like 1.5 hours that you have to do it?
Yeah, we don't want like being eternal game mode. It's something where the attackers definitely try and
Definitely.
so it'll have a win like an actual win loss. You'll know who wins.
Yeah.
I know me, that's kind of a thing that we'll see a lot in airsoft. It's like, oh, what team won or what team lost, but
Yep.
hopefully this will kind of spice it up a little.
Yeah, and then what we would like to do is that'll be on the first weekend of October. On the second weekend of October, we want to do a Halloween event thing. So we were kind of thinking that people could just dress up in whatever they wanted to that's Halloween related, or just normal clothes, whatever. That's fine too. And we will do a costume contest for that as well. And of course, the person that dresses up the best, well, the top 3, we'll do the top 3. They'll win basically the same prizes: 5 grenades, 2 bottles of BBs, and a free open play for second and third. And of course, the game modes that we're going to play today are Halloween themed, and not a problem, Jace. We aim to do what we can to make the sport as fun as possible, you know. So we're going to do infected, of course, pistols only or melee only. Pistols or melee only, I'm sorry. And so one thing we kind of thought would be kind of cool is with the melee side of things is we're going to go out and buy a bunch of pool noodles and cut them in half, and then you guys can use that to beat on each other with. But we just thought it'd be kind of cool that people with the melee could deflect BBs with it, you know, as if you're fucking, I don't know, Highlander or Deadpool or something, you know what I mean? So like you could swat away the BBs if you wanted to. We thought it'd be kind of funny and fun to do. But that's how we're going to try it for infected, just to see what people think once, you know. And then we're going to have survival, and this one is a bit, I think this is new to all of us, right, Aaron?
As far as I'm aware.
So the way it's going to happen is I think we were pure havoc. Well,
I hope so.
yeah, I hope so too. I hope people just have a lot of fun with it, you know, is my main
Because
thing.
I'm gonna be down there swinging my around.
I think it'll be funny. But so I think it's we'll rotate sides. So one team will be the survivals, the other people will be doing other stuff. But so basically, on your way back from a routine mission, your squad's helicopter crashed under mysterious circumstances. You find yourself in a lifeless village full of ravenous zombies. Trapped in unfriendly territory and low on supplies, your only hope to call in rescue and hope you can survive long enough for it to reach you. One squad versus a whole lot of walkers. This game mode is ideal for smaller airsoft teams. Pick a location and hold out until rescue arrives. Zombies have infinite respawns, but players don't. They have limited ammo, and as everyone knows, only a headshot can take down a zombie. So I think that's going to be pretty epic. We'll have it probably set somewhere where it's kind of easy to defend, but not, because you know, if we end up having like, I don't know, 50 to 80 people like we normally do, having like a group of 10 in there or something's gonna be really hard to defend that that site until you can get rescue in. And I'm assuming we'll probably just set it on like a 30-minute timer or something like that. And once that timer hits, then we'll send in your rescue team and they can go in and kill everybody and, like, you know, rescue you. And then we'll switch it out too then, so then people that were zombies can now, you know, be the squad that gets to defend and stuff like that. So I think could be pretty cool.
It's something I just kind of want to note. If you are like planning to be a zombie or whatever, headshot stuff, I would definitely recommend full face protection, you know, for your teeth minimum. Obviously, your eye protection if you have it, which you should. So that's just something.
Yeah, I would definitely plan accordingly. You know, we sell the mesh masks in the shop and stuff. We got a bunch of them, so if people end up needing them, we'll have them. So that's what we're going to be doing for October. So you guys are going all out recently. Thank you for that. Oh yeah, I already read that. Sorry. Brain lapse, getting old.
You just wanted to read it again.
Yeah,
Don't let him fool you.
Well, and part of that is coming up with some of the other stuff we're going to talk about. Let's see. We already talked about the anniversary. But I just want to reiterate a little bit too that if you're going to attend the Nighthawk on the anniversary day, if you attend the day portion, you get it for $7. If you are just there for purely the Nighthawk event, then it's $20. And that's because we have to pay Bud and stuff. So, this is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. And again, we apologize having to move it, but we just think you guys will have a lot more fun. It's not inclement weather.
Yeah, and definitely don't want to, like, you know, have like, you know,
turns
host this
into a
event.
safety concern.
Not only, yeah, because at nighttime, but not only that, but it's just like it's gonna be raining and get muddy, and then a lot of people aren't gonna want to show up because of that. Let alone then like, what, we're gonna have like 10 people for Nighthawk or something. Then that wouldn't be any fun. So we want to make sure it's fun for everyone. Yeah, Bud needs his bills paid. Yeah, I mean, we all do. You know, I mean, it costs a lot of money for us to do the things that we do at the field. Like, I think we built 3 or 4 buildings, and that was probably like $3 grand. So I mean, it takes a bit. Yeah, watching them not raining. Yeah, no shit. I mean, I've been eyeballing the weather thing here for quite some time. Ronan sent me some. Okay, Ron, so I see what you're saying. You're going based, like, so it shows on here that it's supposed to rain like all day long with like 47 and so percentage, but at certain points, it is like at 1 in 5 is like 0.13 inches. Okay, so I get what you're saying now. Mine did not give me that. Yeah, I agree, Ronan. We want the best we can. Okay, so next, we just want to reiterate about our public schedule that we have. So if you guys all wanted to tag along, you can, or whatever. So far this year, we had our April event in Kentucky, where a couple of our guys went to ACS, and they really enjoyed that. We went to Pike County for their last open play until they opened up their new field, which was a blast. We went to the AMS Arsenal. It was okay. It's all. Aaron, just to briefly touch on this, because I don't want to talk negative about anything, but a lot of the people's comments I saw just said that they really didn't care about the AO. They just want to hang out with their friends and play, and that's all the people that were given positive reviews. So,
yeah, I mean, Airsoft is what you make of it.
Yeah, and I told the one guy, I was like, yeah, but you could also do that at any other field in the country for $30. So, but that's my take on it. It was neat to see the field. It was neat to see what was the name of that place again? Muskinga or Mataska or some shit.
Muscatah
Muscatah.
training facility.
Cool,
Yeah, in
cool place.
Indiana.
A lot of potential there and stuff. It's it sucked they closed off so many of the buildings that we couldn't use and stuff,
Yeah.
which happened to be mostly on our side of the field. But it is what it is. So
And Milsom West is hosting. All of their tickets are already sold out, but Mere Tactical is also doing another event in October, late October. So, I mean, I would definitely encourage anybody to go at least check out the AO. But, you know, I had fun with my squad.
yeah, we had a really good time in the woods and stuff like that. And that one little fight we got into with the destroyed cars and stuff, that was pretty fun too.
I would definitely encourage learning to walk and stay hydrated
Yes,
for sure.
And I think honestly, we just need to like make sure we schedule our mil sims when it's cooler out, not freaking 95 and humid. So
I wonder who scheduled all these. I believe his name starts with Trip and ends in E.
well, also Clay and Ton. So
Yeah, no, I'm just messing with the guys.
yeah, it's all good. But anyhow, moving forward, in July on the 29th, we're gonna go to Bristol, Wisconsin, up at Black Ops. It's one of the best. Well, should I say it's one of the best open field games or open play fields we've ever been to? Well, you haven't been to it yet.
I have.
Oh yeah, you have. Yes. What do you think?
Yeah. It's amazing. Um, it, just the fact that when I did play there, I literally fought in between like 3 and 4 different buildings and stuff, and I just had a blast.
Yeah. And
Um,
and our field kind of is in a way going to kind of mimic theirs in a little bit, except we're going to do some things that we feel would benefit that type. I mean, because they've got all kinds of stuff there. They got the buildings, they have woods, they've got like super tall grass, which they mow like paths through and stuff like that. They've the they
just
do
a really professional group of guys up there too.
yeah, and they do a few milsim stuff out there, especially with the veterans VFA, Veterans for Airsoft.
Yep.
Which we're going to try to get into doing as well. And they took veterans on a chopper ride once because they got a guy that would come out and do that, and it was really cool to see the field from up above. It's freaking amazing, and I black out when I enter into the mine shaft because I just go bloodlust. I can't help it.
It's really fun, and if you guys have time, I would definitely encourage. I think it's like a 6-hour drive from
Yes.
the middle of Ohio. So it's something that's definitely doable in one day, but I would definitely recommend leaving on a Friday or something and trying to, if I can't remember if they have camping up there or not, but there's plenty of hotels around that area anyway.
All right, and then of course we're gonna go on September 16th to the Airsoft Den. We've never been there, but I talked to Squirrel quite a few times before he had left there, and I heard it's gotten a lot better. Not necessarily since he left, but just over the past few months. So we're kind of excited to go and check out that place. Clayton, that requires you to be in the country to go get these helo rides and stuff, buddy. And then on November 11th, we're going to go to MK in Middletown. So that's our plans. If you feel like you want to come along, by all means do so. It's pinned in our Discord under public events. We always like to bring a lot of people along, show our support for other fields as well, because we don't treat other fields like their competition or anything. We've all got our pros and cons and stuff like that, so we would rather see fields thrive and stuff like that and show our support than anything, because it does feel like from an owner's perspective of having to deal with other owners that they're very bitter about competition, and we kind of want to get rid of that stigma, because I personally don't care. You want to open up a field next door? Good luck to you. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
so
We're all trying to grow this sport. Just
been our goals since 5 years ago.
hopefully it comes off that we want the sport to grow from the aspect we are players and enjoy it just as much as everybody else, and we don't make a dime off of this.
Yeah, and when we say we don't make a dime, yes, it is a business. We do make a profit, and that's to buy more stuff. But we personally do not make an income or anything like that. Everything that we do is business related. It's for the field, 100%. So,
As well, while I'm thinking about it, did we ever talk about our winter schedule? Like if that was changing, or are we keeping it the same as last year?
crap. I don't think we've ever really fully discussed our winter schedule. I was kind of thinking keeping it the same because it did fairly well last time.
Okay.
It's extra cash flow for us. We can keep
Yeah.
buying more wood and all that good stuff. All that good stuff. And when we want to build these other buildings that we're wanting to do, it's going to come in handy. Also,
Or
which
Minecrafting it up.
yeah, and also like I think we need to figure out how to do like some kind of like fundraising and stuff like that, so we can get this stuff moving a little bit faster. Because we're not able to open up every weekend. Because unfortunately, like I have a real job, all of you guys have real jobs, and the we just can't open up like MK and stuff can every weekend. Because for one, this definitely would not pay my bills. So, and I make too much money at my current job to even consider quitting. So, all right. So some updates about how we're going to do some stuff as far as the field goes. We will no longer be doing night games every weekend. Okay. So the first Saturday of every month will be a night game or our tier ones like our Nighthawk and stuff like that. The third Saturday, we were thinking about from 7 o'clock till dark that we would have it to where it's a full throttle day. So that means anybody can bring out anything that they want to shoot with, M4s, pistols, you name it, and you can go full auto. A lot of people keep wanting stuff like this from my understanding, so we're going to try it out and see how it goes. With that being said, with the first Saturday being night games and tier ones, we're going to rotate nights when you can and cannot run nods and stuff. So like, well, okay, step back. Our tier ones like Nighthawk and stuff are only going to be ran by like either every other month or once every quarter, because we don't want you guys getting burnt out on it. We're going to try to create some other tier ones that we can run that are just as engaging and as fun as Nighthawk. But we're going to first get Nighthawk buttoned down, and then we're going to start on the next one. But then, so then on the first Saturday, if it's just a regular night game, we'll rotate nods to no nods, and I'm thinking probably once every 2 months to a quarter is probably going to be nods, because it's been a little hard. I think with having so many night games, nods people don't want to come out as often because they don't want to use their shit that often. So if we make it a little bit more rare, it becomes more special, and then that means that more people will come out with their nods, and we're really looking forward to people with nods coming out. But we're also are working on, well, we'll be picking up back working on creating our own nods, which we have a working prototype we're going to bring tomorrow to test out, depending on the weather. So then we can start getting those set up and people can rent. Okay. And of course, we will still maintain that there must be a minimum of 10 people in order to run the night games or Nighthawk or the full throttle stuff. Let's see here. If on nods nights, if there are not enough people for the night, we will open it up to a no nod night. That's totally fine with us. The night games will be $15 if you were there for the game day, $20 if they're for only the night game. So that's just some information there. Anything else, Aaron, with that?
No, I think that pretty much covers that.
Yeah, so I'll go through and edit our calendars that we have set up so that they'll reflect reality with our changes and stuff. Because I know a couple months ago I posted the last half of our year's event schedule, and now it's incorrect. So I will get that fixed. Also, on our website, it may say stuff like, our tickets for the night game or whatever are sold out. We don't sell our tickets online. I need to fix that. They should not be showing up online. So just know that they're not sold out. It's just we don't sell them online. So that it's, for some reason it wants to put them on there as sold out. I think it's just so that you cannot purchase them. Okay, so also since we are gamers for gamers, the next 3 months we were just going to kind of want to let you guys know what's going on with the field and our plans and stuff. So for the next 3 months, since it's going to be excruciatingly hot out, we basically were just thinking we would just do field cleanup. So we're going to start with Camp Victory, like tomorrow, as long as it's not raining and stuff. We were going to go. There's a lot of pallets and crap just kind of laying all over the place that are remnants from not being used, and the windstorms that came through messed up a bunch of stuff. So we're still kind of cleaning up a little bit here and there. And with being summertime, a lot of us have been busy with other activities, so we haven't had a whole lot of time to go out there during the week to get the stuff cleaned up. And we'll get that cleaned up, and then we'll move into Ghost Town. We'll get it finished, cleaned up, and then we'll go to Dead Man's Land and make sure that the stuff is there. That's there is cleaned up. I think Dead Man's Land's pretty well cleaned up, isn't it, Aaron?
As far as I'm aware, I haven't been back there in a little bit, but
Yeah, same.
I'm pretty sure it's fine back there. We may have to, cut some paths through some trees and move around some brush and stuff, but
Yeah.
other than that, I think for the most part it's fine.
Yeah, and we still have some material out there down in Camp Victory, which is also what I'm hoping that we can get finished done tomorrow morning, is to build the last building with the materials that we have. So we're just going to take a break from building. We built 13 buildings in the past year, including the pro shop, which is getting close to being finished. It'll probably take us another 3 months to get the pro shop done, but like it's a lot of building we've done, and that's a lot of money. It's probably like, I don't know, 20-30 grand we've spent in wood and stuff like that. It takes a lot.
Oh yeah, at least.
Um, so we're gonna finish building the last building in Camp Victory. We're gonna try to get the windows cut in there, all the buildings that we put up and stuff, because I know there's some that still need windows in them. We did get all that AstroTurf from some Columbus school where that was redoing their football field, so we're gonna lay that inside the buildings so that we don't have to mow inside there and everything. Hopefully that'll hold up pretty good for a long while. We are still in the works of building the canopy up top, keep you guys out of the sun. I'm hoping to have that completed by the next open play, because right now the thing I'm kind of waiting on is I had to wait for some of the dirt to settle around the posts so that they're nice and solid in there, and then getting gravel out there. So will the turf make it slick? I'm hoping not. But it's definitely be better than having to mow inside there, I think. What do you think, Aaron?
I didn't think about that, to be honest. Well, what might be a good idea is just test it and maybe couple buildings or two, and then go do that. Or Ronan can come out there and I don't know, slip and slide this weekend on the AstroTurf if he wants to.
Yeah, we'll just all go out there when it rains with our banana hammocks and see how fun it is.
I'll have a blast with my pool noodle.
I don't know if we're gonna have to nail it down or not. We might have to where the door entries are, but that's probably about it. So and we do need to get some of those nail anchors for that. I'll have to
Yeah.
go get some because, yeah, putting them where the doors are would be definitely handy so people don't trip on it, kick it up, and stuff like that as best as possible.
And just a reminder as well. I mean, if anybody ever wants to come out and help us, you don't have to, obviously, but if you would like to, you're more than welcome to. We're going to tell you what we need you to do and what we need you to help with, but we can definitely use as much help as we can get.
Let's see here. So yeah, to finish canopy, we need to get some gravel out there, and I gotta pick up 16-foot boards yet. Get some earth anchors and get it all strung together and hooked up and yada yada. So that will be a quick project. It's just a matter of getting the gravel guys out there. I think at this point. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got to get my dad's laser level so that I can make sure all the posts are the same height and that the ground has been leveled the best it can be so that we aren't using a crap load of gravel to compensate for low spot stuff. Yeah, just trying to save some few bucks here and there. Kirby, so we definitely still can play this Saturday. We were wanting to do it during the anniversary, but we're going to push the anniversary event stuff to next weekend because of the rain that's supposed to happen. Sorry, but we can still definitely go out and play. And we got a lot of new guys on our team, but we're not the best. You know, we're not like fucking SF dudes or something. It's airsoft after all. I was in real combat once, and I don't care to do it again. So I'm just out there to have fun like everybody else. So then the next thing is we're gonna be working on finishing up the shop. So you'll see me from time to time working inside the building because there's a few things that I need to get done for us to progress forward, such as gotta finish hanging the insulation and put up the ceiling supplies, which is we're gonna put up some OSB in the building on the ceiling, and part of it's gonna be able to fold down like an attic ladder does, and that's where we'll put our rentals because I don't want our rentals taking up space on the wall or anything, because that's supposed to be reserved for you guys to see guns we're selling or other products we're selling or some of the other stuff that we're going to be doing that I can't tell you guys yet. Do we have open play tomorrow? Yes, we will still have open play tomorrow. Yes, we will. It's just if it's raining too much, then we won't be able to get out the grill, and then that means we can't cook for people, and we promised everybody a meal, and a lot of people probably won't show up. Well, I shouldn't say that. A lot of people will still show up for rain. A lot of people still do, but not as many will be there. So like, I don't want them missing out on the free lunch and everything else too. We want to make it as best of an event for everybody as we can. So then I gotta put some more pegboard on the walls. I gotta build a base for a cabinet because when you guys walk into the shop on the right hand side where Aaron usually is, which looks kind of messed up right now with all the stuff that we've got going on, that is going to be his little tech shop work area. So I got his table over there and all that good stuff. It's just a matter of getting these other preliminary things done first so that then we can go, okay, yes, we want the table here. We want to have some, little electronics shelf organizers and all this crap, whatever. We want it to be a great place for Aaron to work at, that's convenient and all that good stuff. And then that display case that's right in front of him is for where we're going to put like some of our custom stuff. So yeah, lots to come, guys. Like, we got so much freaking planned that we would like to do that the building stuff just kind of stole all of our time because those buildings were falling apart. That place definitely needs a lot more buildings because that Camp Victory area is such a bottleneck for a lot of things because there's no continuous woods from neutral territory to Dead Man's Land, which I wish we could have back. If we could get that, it'd be awesome, but it is what it is, So to compensate for that, we just need more buildings. And with the amount of buildings that are there right now, we kind of are estimating that we want 4 times what's there, and a few other things that we're going to do. But we can't tell you because a lot of confidential stuff that we're doing in the background. Lots of planning and stuff.
Not telling you guys nothing.
Yeah.
So don't even ask, Ronan.
And then, of course, we'll build more picnic tables as needed. We built those 5 that are out there, and unfortunately, we built it with green wood, which means that it was still wet, so some of it's bowed and stuff like that. So we'll have to get some, let it sit out, let it dry, cure all that crap, and then we can build a little bit more reliable ones. But we were trying to get stuff done quickly for all of you last year before fall came when we built those. So we'll fix them up. And I think underneath the canopy area that we're building, we should be able to put like 20 tables. But outside of that, I think that's everything. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? Need some more information on anything, etc.?
I think that just about covers it.
Pretty sure, and that's a lot of
Hopefully.
information. I'm sorry, guys. It's just past few months have been hectic, because we had our mill sim that came up, and then we were preparing for the mill sim we were going to, and then I had to go out of country to Mexico for a week, and here we are today. So it's like, oh, I'm tired.
And mind you, some of this information, like with regard to the game modes and stuff, we'll probably move it, change stuff as we see fit, and we see your guys' reaction. And so feel free to give us any feedback on some of the new stuff that we're trying.
Yeah, we
And
want
hopefully you guys enjoy it.
to. Riley. Mine is something about the hill too. Eventually, what we would like to try to do is build a stairway that goes from the top to the bottom, make it a bit more safer for everybody to get up and down. I don't know if we're going to use the pathway that's directly behind or directly next to the canopy area that we're building near the building, or the one that's a little bit further down. Because I think the one that's a little bit further down, it's a little bit better of a steepness, I think, and we'll see about because it's just like a lot of rock there, so we're gonna have to drill a bunch of holes, put some rebar in, all that good stuff. So there's plans in the mix. It's just a matter of getting the money to do so. That's what I was kind of saying. I think maybe we needed to at some point focus on trying to do do some fundraiser project stuff, maybe call up some companies and see if they would like to sponsor the field or something like that, and we could put up signs for them or something, because I'm estimating probably, I don't know, to get everything done that we want done at least 50,000. So it's going to take a bit. Can we add road for the time being? Possibly. I think there is enough trees down that one pathway I was talking about that if we roped it off and put knots in it and stuff, it would be a lot better than just gambling on whether or not you're going to slide down it the whole way.
The worst part is it's uneven terrain, so that makes it a little bit harder to try and walk up.
Yeah, Jace. We've talked about it before. It's just it slipped my mind. So let me add it to the thing, the list, the honey-do list. Dream sledding, I know, right? I'm gonna just put in a zip line, but then you'd have to come back up. Be hilarious.
It'd be one way to get all your gear down.
It'd be hilarious watching everybody just zip line right down there with all their gear on. Yeah,
Be kind of cool.
and shame on me, Clay. And I wore my Dadalorian shirt. I forgot to change it to my G2 shirt. Shame.
That's why I don't have a camera.
And for those who are watching, let me know, is the image blurry, fuzzy, or whatever? Seems like it to me. Let me turn this up to 2K. Let me see how it looks. That's a bit better. Okay. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm using all of the settings for OBS. The microphone's clipping. Maybe I got the settings for it too high on the in and outbound. All right. So, anything else you guys want to know about? We are working hard for you guys because we also want to enjoy the field too. So, with everything planned for tomorrow, hopefully we'll get to play tomorrow and on our New Year event and all that good stuff with you guys because we are players too. We've just been so wrapped up in the past, I don't know, what, 2-3 years running events, Aaron, without actually playing much.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal was really the first time I've played in quite a few months.
Yeah, because we did Dayton's Battleground, and that was nonstop trying to like just fix up stuff because every
Yeah.
time we were coming out there, people were burning our shit down and stuff. It was nuts, breaking our things and stuff. So we were just spending a lot of time building there too.
Fixing stuff. Not really had time to play like we used to, and
Yeah, sucks. But we're
we'll
getting
get
there.
back into it.
We're getting there.
You guys will probably see us out there, like Darren said, tomorrow, running around.
I'm bringing my kit, so I plan to if we can.
I got my rain poncho ready.
Yeah, boy. And then, of course, we lost the field for a while there when they wouldn't renew our contract.
Yeah, that was interesting.
Yeah, that sucked. And then we tried to buy our own field, and that got declined. And yeah, so we've been through a lot.
But hey, now you guys got like almost 200 acres worth of play space.
Hell
So
yeah.
hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be the largest field in the U.S. that's actively used for like open plays and stuff. I'm thinking maybe. I know Black Ops considers theirs the biggest field like in the Midwest or whatever. So I'm gonna kind of say we're probably the biggest field in the East, I'd assume. Now we just gotta make it the best field. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's gonna take a few years, but yeah. But so with that said, though, if anybody's got any ideas on stuff we could do, like to raise funds or whatever, to not rely so much on just the admissions and stuff, and the sales of goods to get that stuff done, I'm all ears. We're gonna try to do some, maybe try to do some YouTube stuff if we can fit that in our time, because that could be another good revenue stream. But then I don't know. That's something else. Do the moto guys come out when it rains? I'm pretty sure they probably want to go in that big old the little pond thing that they got down there. There's a couple mud pits and get stuck in them.
Yeah.
And with that being said, too, like if anybody ever has any issues with any of the writers and stuff like that, just record it. Don't get confrontational with them at all or anything. Just record the situation. get a hold of me or one of my guys, and we'll get with Bud, because then Bud will come and rip them a new asshole. He's told them numerous times, and if they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen. Just the way it is. You know?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, we're both sharing the field, so each party is allowed to have fun, but you paid to be there, and they're gonna have to respect that. Likewise, kind of respect them a little bit, but there's no sense in being abused. So just report it to us, and we'll take care of it.
Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so we'll come
Are
back up.
there any?
My team and I will come back up from Georgia to catch a game at y'all's field, hopefully next year. Awesome, Riley. Awesome. Much appreciated. You guys missed the explosive sunset we just did. What crap was that? 3 months ago? 2 months ago? Was amazing.
Yeah, something like that.
It
It was
was
fun.
It was really fun. There's a couple things we want to tweak. We're gonna add like some more like little side mission stuff for people to be able to do. But outside of that, it was pretty great.
And if you've not seen it yet, we've started using Aries Alpha for some of our stuff.
Yeah,
So hopefully we can continue to use that for
Yep.
some of our stuff.
We're going to include that more in a lot of our stuff too, because the great thing about it is when you're like the commander or something, you can see where your guys are at for the most part, and mark stuff on the map, etc. Whereas when you're flying blind, through comms, like, because I agree with a lot of people, like not everybody should have radio comms, because there's a lot of crosstalk. There's a lot of people who don't understand how to use comms, and that creates problems for a lot of other people. So a lot of people's radios, like Trippy's, always ends up open mic'd for some reason, and it just really hinders gameplay. So like even when we were at Arsenal, I told my guys, other than Aaron, because he was my radio operator, turn your shit off. If you get separated, then turn it on so we can, get back together and stuff. So that worked out extremely well for us. Like extremely well, because then that also forces you guys to hang together rather than running off solo. Because if you're running off, well, then you apparently just didn't want to be a part of the team, and we'll just not deal with you. So we stay sort of close. We use hand-eye signal coordination stuff, and maintained our distance. It's not me. Trevor, we're just always going to pick on you for everything. So anyhow, any last comments? If not, we'll end it here. I don't want it to be too long. We'll post this video. Well, it's already posted in Discord. I'll get it posted on some of the other formats that we're on. I think we're going to start getting on Twitter as well, since they're allowing you to do video stuff now, and probably Rumble too, because YouTube likes to censor gun activity stuff. So hopefully we might have some better luck on there too.
It'd be a fun time.
Yeah, so we're going to try to branch out just so we can get as much exposure as possible, because hopefully we can start making Explosive Sunset and like one other event national, and so then that's going to help bring in more money. We can build more cool shit for you guys. And let me tell you, we do not have a lack of ideas, that's for sure. Achievable ideas. It just takes money. Why am I the new Farva? It's because we love you, Trevi.
Well,
we don't love those other
shoe
guys
fits.
like you. Let's see, Philip Carter. If they don't lose, yeah. All right, so by all means, get a hold of us on Discord if you got any questions or whatever the case is. I don't have anything else to say. You got anything else to say, Aaron?
Nope. I'm good.
All right. Well, we're going to end it here, boys, ladies and gents. You all have a great 4th of July weekend. We'll see you tomorrow. Gates open at 9. Games will start at 11. Ends at 5. Just in case you weren't aware, the way we're doing our open plays now is like we'll just start games at 11, and you'll play out there till about 2 o'clock. Take a half-hour break for lunch, and then a half hour after that, it'll be till the end of the day. You can come and go as you want on the field as you please, and just make sure you bring enough water with you down there. Make sure you bring enough ammo with you, your batteries, all that crap that you may need to go and play. This way you don't have to go up and down the hill so much, and you'll get more game time. Okay? We think it's the best way to go. And we will, if we can, we will be serving lunch from 11 to 3. So I'm hoping that the weatherman's wrong like he always is, but we'll see how it goes. All right.